Well, here we are. We made it. Not quite. We're almost finished. But I just wanted to add a disclaimer here because I've been getting some really interesting comments on some of my videos. I do not pretend to be a know-it-all. I am having fun, and I don't know, I act on my creativity and my imagination. And when I get struck with an idea, I do it. And sometimes I do it for the very first time on camera. And so I just want you to know that my way is not the way. It is just my way. So let's finish this book up because I have a feeling I'm going to get some interesting comments about what I'm going to do next. All right. This book, I realized, has no front and back because you can flip it around because it's not a regular book and you're not reading it. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I've realized, and you can probably see some holes poked in here because I've been playing around. I was kind of, the whole video, I was going to put the two layers together like that, like I would as if I was making a book with paper, because that's normally what I do. I make books with paper. I have never made a book with wool. So I was going to just do that and then stick the two pages in just like that. But as I was sitting here and getting ready to do this video for you, I decided to act like these were two separate signatures because they're so thick. You see how thick they are. And I thought, oh, it would just be more fun. Well, I have to tell you, as I was sitting here and doing that also, I decided, wouldn't it be fun to have some of my eco-printed paper in here? Just because. Okay, so one thing leads to another with me, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this eco-printed paper in there, and that's how I decided that I was going to do it. I have 2 pages. So I'm a big eco-printer, and I've been doing it for many, many years. I have a lot of paper, and I sell some in my Etsy shop too. But anyway, I thought I'd make a book with it at some point. So for now, I am going to stick these 2 pages of eco-printed paper in here. And you please do not feel like you have to stick paper in here. You don't have to. But the other thing I discovered was that when you're just using cloth, and you're using cloth that doesn't hold a crease, like cotton holds a crease, you could crease it and then you could see where you're at. This does not hold a crease, so it's flopping around. You're trying to get it stitched in, and I'm like, it's just not working the way normal bookmaking works. So, yeah, all that being said, I can't wait to see the comments for this. Anyway, what I did is I took a piece of paper and I measured it to be the size of the pages, not the book. And because you can see my page is going to be a lot smaller. So since this is floppy, I can't fold it over. I can't do what I don't know what I'm trying to say. I can't do what I normally do when I sew signatures in a book. I normally go like this, right? But I put it right in the crease, where where the page is folded. You can't do that. Okay, so obviously I did figure out how to put in floppy pieces of thick wool if you saw my first original video. But I have to tell you, it was so much fun figuring out how to put the pages in and put the eco printing paper in and I really love the new look. So I hope you enjoy this video and get a giggle or two from it with this, because it's soft. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm flying by the seat of my pants with you. So I just folded that in half. You saw that. I opened it up. If I was just going to do the cloth, this is what I would do. Right there like that, and then I would just stitch it in. But I'm going to use this piece of eco paper. And so it might be a little easier. So I just folded it in half. And unfortunately, in my last take, because I did make this video like 500 times, I already trimmed off the edges. They were longer. And I told you to wait until the very end to trim them off, which I did, but then I took the whole thing apart. And here are my pages. And what I did in the last book that I made, I could actually stick another page in there. And I just might do that. All right. Oh my gosh, this video is not going to be well received. So, fold it in half, right? My eco paper is in the center. I've already got my holes. I've got my thread here. So, I'm going in from the center. I already have my hole in my paper. So what I did with that is I just laid this down and then I put my holes in. So there's my hole. And now I'm going to just go through my cloth, which it should be in the right spot, and then there's one set of holes that I made. And maybe this video should be titled, What Not to Do. So, all right. I'm just trying to have fun. So now I'm going to go back through, hopefully. This didn't shift too much. Let's just double check this. I should clip this. That's what I should do. Let's stop and clip this. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to really let you watch me fumble around here. So I clipped it. Let me zoom you out just a hair so you can really see me. So I clipped it. So now I'm going to come in from the outside because I wanted to have a dangle or something on the outside. So now it's clipped. And because you can't really see where the hole is in this fluffy wool, I'm going to have to, I know what I'll do. I'll go down here with a pin. See how I'm learning on the fly here? Go down here with a pin. And now I can see where the hole is. And go straight up through. There we go. That worked. Yeah. So basically, while we're doing this, I just want to say, do you know how many hours YouTubers spend making videos? It's a lot. It's a lot of time. And I don't know, I guess I'm just a little discouraged with some of the comments that I've gotten. So now I'm standing it up. So I have my hole punched in my eco paper. So I'm just trusting that everything is good, and I'm going through the hole in the book. Wonderful. So far, so good. Let's pull this through. Oh, of course, there's a little knot there. All right. Now, you're going to go back through the center. And now I have to find the center of my paper, which I did that with a pin before, and that worked really well. So I'm sorry if you can't see this. This is like almost impossible to do on camera. So there, I just came back through. And now I'm going into the bottom. I just want to make sure everything is right. So now I'm going to go through this bottom hole, which is right here. I'm sorry you can't see that. So let me just lay that out so that it's straight. I'm not worried about the holes in the book. I'm more worried about the wool, getting through the wool correctly. So now I can see the hole in the back of the book. There we go. Did we get it right? We're just off a hair. Here we go. So this is a little more difficult than I anticipated, but it's not crazy that you couldn't do it. Let me tell you, this one signature book, it was simple city. I mean, it was not a big deal. You just poked your needle in there and went through. It was because I decided to have 2 pages. All right, so I'm just going under there, and then I'm going to make my knot in the center so that I could put dangles. Let's make it even more interesting. All right. I had way too much thread, but that's good. I'd rather have too much thread than not enough. So let's take this off and see what it looks like there. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to put the other signature in. And now it is a real signature because it's got paper in it. Oh, I see a little loop there. I have to tighten that up. Now I'm going to put the second page in. You don't need to watch me do that. So I'll be back in a minute. Anyway, all right. You either love me or you hate me. I don't know. Here's the eco page. Okay, there's no right or wrong side. All right. So here's my next signature, and I definitely have to kind of aim and shoot. So I'm aiming for the center because you can't mark the wool that I know of. And there's the hole. Okay. And I'm going down. Now let me just make sure. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the hole and trust that the wool is in the right spot, and it looks like it is. And there's the hole on my spine. There we are. So far, so good. Just make sure that there's no loops in the string. Now I'm going to go back down into this hole, center hole. I'm just doing a simple pamphlet stitch, I believe you call it. I used to make books all the time, and I haven't made one in a while. But I guess it's like riding a bike, right? It just comes back to you. So now I'm going to go down. And go through the wool. It does look pretty straight. And now find the hole in the spine. Okay, there we go. And I just want to make sure I don't have any loops, any unwanted loops anywhere. Gosh, I wish this was a live video. It would be so fun. So, let's see what I did here. Let's see. I'm going to go under this first loop so that I can keep the knot right in the center. Right there. And then let's get rid of that needle. Okay. Let's see what happened. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. It worked. It did, it worked. So there's the first page, and there's the eco printing. And then there's another one. Oh, this is going to be fun because at least I'll get to see my beautiful eco printed papers when I'm stitching. And look how cute that looks. I think it looks adorable. All right, that's it for now. This was a really long video. I'm super sorry you won't see my face this time. I don't want to take up any more of your precious time. And I'll see you next Friday. Maybe you won't come back. Bye for now.